What's good? It's your boy, Czar. For Christ, you know what it is. Let's talk about it. Russell Simmons now is being outed like Diddy. And it seems like this is the year of the attack of the mogul. And I told you a lot more people were coming out. Let's think about it. Kimora Lee, doesn't this look very fortunate for you to come out forward with this? Understand when Diddy's name came out, other victims came out, other information came out, other contents came out. Not only that, he was facing an alleged arrest potentially with detail that was data. The guy was going in, was saying that he was ousted on Diddy, implicating him and sending money to do the situation dealing with Big Smalls. Now, that's alleged. We're getting into this situation. He got arrested. Now, Cassie was active. Kimora Lee hopped up, and Russell wasn't even around to plead his case or be arrested because he ran away somewhere. She claims allegedly Indonesia. We know not where he is. What's going on? He went somewhere. Bottom line. But let's pause the brakes. Are we just gonna believe everything she's saying because he's not around to plead his case? We're gonna believe everything she's saying. Listen, it gotta make sense. There needs to be evidence. Understand, Diddy has victims, evidence, talking, alleged victims that are saying and quoting that stuff happened. Where is your evidence? Just because he's gone and out the way doesn't mean you can say whatever about him and it's going to stand. You're saying whatever about him. Kimora Lee, come on, be fair. You have to have a versus. You need evidence. Come on, man. You can't just say whatever. Yes, you can just say whatever, but doesn't mean everybody got to believe it and take it as truth. Just because he's a man, he's out the way, and you can say whatever, doesn't mean that's true. What did you do? Come on. You can, and if you say you're innocent, I know you're guilty. You cannot tell me you did absolutely nothing. You did absolutely nothing. He was just that man doing it. And let's say he was. Then what took you so long to come out and say anything? Where's your bruises? Things like that. Where's the proof? Like, come on, man. It's not your time to just say whatever now. You are not in that position to say, oh, this is like the perfect opportunity and say whatever at it. And I'm not saying, let's say that that's not it, that you feel confident because you've seen someone come out. You know, you need evidence. I can't just make a claim against someone with no evidence and then hold it up and say, you owe me this amount of money. Because we know that if it's something you want, it's monetary gain. We know you're just not saying this to say it. Oh, I'm just coming out to support Cassie. No, you're coming out to get something. Come on. Be honest. Be real with it. And I'm not saying for you not to come out and tell other women to speak up on these issues, but I am saying if you're going to do it, be fair and be equal. Don't make it seem like everything's all one-sided because that's wrong. And when a person acts like that, you know something's not right because nothing's one-sided. There's always a left and a right, like on both sections. Come on now. Come on now. Let's be real. And yes, his actions, if you allege he left the country, it looks guilty. I will say that. But at the end of the day, let's be fair. Equal. He needs his day. Same way you got your day. All right? You're on social media trying to ramp up. I thought I'd check that real quick. Because I'm like, nah, that's not cool. You can't just hop up and tell us something and then they run with stories all over. Now that story's running around and it's what you're claiming. Doesn't mean it's true. And from my knowledge and from my intel, he's out the country for a totally different reason. It has nothing to do with you. It has a lot to do with some other stuff. And before you go ahead, tell that story. Oh, it's because of me. Be careful with that. It's not because of you that I know of. It's much more different reason. More serious than you. So understand, I'm just trying to say, I know you want to come up with money. But if you're well off, well-to-do, thank God. People need to stop wanting more than they have, especially when you have survival, especially when you're able to survive. Thank God you made another day. Somebody didn't. Ooh, look, see, I be spitting this truth to you, yo. I'm telling you, I don't be playing with that. I just be here chilling. It be pulling at my hand. All right, we got to talk about this too. Now, we understand we've seen an individual who's a CEO that is alleged and accused of all these victims. Now, what if now we start seeing CEOs come out and they're accused of dealing with pedo situations? You know what I'm talking about. We're not going to sit here and detail it. Who's going to come out for that? Somebody within that industry, within that circle, that small circle is doing it. I don't believe it's them in general because everybody makes it seem big and wide, and when it's like that, it's trying to cape from exactly what it is. It's very particular. I'm telling you, I'm particular at the moment with the detailed speculation, not even evidence, speculation. Okay, so I'm seeing this to be the next feature, and it's going to be cleaning up these situations. Don't be surprised if it's not producers, executives. See, I like this type game because in this game of this, looking into this stuff, people can go that are of status that aren't being anything, not within the crowd. But here's my thing. If it is, I guarantee you that star that's doing it that they know of is going first. And that's going to be the biggest news. That star's name's going to drop. And then it's going everybody's going to and you guys are just like, oh, Diddy. And then she's trying to say, oh, Russell. No, no. It's not Russell Simmons like that. Come on. We know he ran for a totally different reason. So I'm just saying, I'm not saying that didn't happen to you, man. What I'm saying is now is the perfect time for you to do this, right? Because you seen Diddy, right? And you said that gave you courage. Be honest with evidence. Where's the victims? Any situations? Be detailed. Understand, Cassie was detailed. That's why he did that. Russell obviously didn't flinch because he knows you're not. It's not detailed. It's not meaning anything, and you're trying to press it as the truth. Be honest, because you're messing it up for a lot of other women that need to come out. Literally, you're messing it up because of how you're doing it. You're belittling it because your situation ain't that serious. Come on, man. This is very serious. Don't come out and say opportunity to get paid. Nobody cares about that. Nobody's here for money. Stop worrying about that. And this is what I'm alleging because I'm looking and reading what you're saying. Man, look at all the victims. Look at all the people. Look at all the abuse. Look at all the hurt and harm. Don't belittle it for your gain. All rights reserved.